Welcome back. This is your boy Puerto Rock 77, your only friend in these YouTube streets. Thank you so much, my friends, my family, my fellow gamers. Hey, I got a special treat. We got the new Marvel Spider-Man New York City open world trailer, and let's check it out together. We're gonna look at the video. I'll have the link in the description box, so you could click on it directly if you want to see it natively on your preferred device, so you can see it at its best crisp image. But after we see the video, I want to point out something, because I saw something in the trailer and I just want to talk about it. It's something I think that maybe could potentially involve with the plot of the Spider-Man story, maybe within the trilogy, or maybe even something bigger between Sony and Marvel Studios. Right? So we're gonna look at this two minute or around that trailer, and then want to talk about, and I'm going to point something out. Maybe you might catch it. I easily caught it. I think you might catch it too, but we're going to take a look at it, and we're going to have fun talking about this. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. I hope you stick around and subscribe. I'm excited. Spider-Man's coming. So now let's check this out. All right, let's do this.
Welcome to Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson, alerting the fine citizens of New York City to the threats they don't even know about. Namely, that menace, Spider-Man. Our first caller is... what'd you say your name was?
Hi, this is Peter Patterson. Don't you think you're a little hard on Spider-Man?
Let me tell you something, Patterson. Spider-Man treats New York City as his own personal playground. Just yesterday, I saw him doing backflips and 360s. Disgraceful. Running and crawling on buildings. In fact, I have it on good authority that he's been doing swan dives off of skyscrapers. It seems the more confident he gets, the more creative he gets. Walk like a normal person.
Oh, come on, what's wrong with a little sightseeing? New York is super diverse and constantly changing. Maybe he's just looking for vantage points to monitor crime?
Crime he's causing, you mean? Sources tell me he has backpacks filled with who knows what hidden throughout the city. Unauthorized research stations. Get a permit like the rest of us, loser! Ever since he came onto the scene, prancing around like an 80s action hero, gangs have been setting up shop, using warehouses, construction sites, and rooftops as bases of operation, putting lives at risk. Who does he think he is? Spider Cop?
I really feel like he's trying to help people.
I don't want to hear it. The fine people of New York deserve better.
My uncle once said, with great power, there must also come great responsibility. Maybe this is just his way of growing into the hero he wants to be. And from what I've seen, the people seem to be A-okay with that.
Agree to disagree, Patterson. Spider-Man only cares about one thing. Himself! Jameson out.
PlayStation.
Alright, so we saw the trailer. I hope you enjoyed it. I would recommend watching it more natively, on your device, on your phone, on your laptop, whatever is your preferred method. And this looks magnificent. Great trailer, great open world, great points that was talked about. But I want to scroll, and I think it was... I'm going to show it to you right now. You probably all noticed it, and most of you may already know. Who knows? But this is interesting for me. Where are you at? Where are you? Where is it at? Where is it at? It's somewhere around. Hold up. We're gonna show you. I think maybe it's over here. I'm sorry. I could have sworn I had this. Oh, here we go. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. And we are. And there we go. Right there. Y'all recognize that? That little thing, whatever. Whatever you want to call it, this building, this is where Doctor Strange lives. This is his home and stuff like that. And that little, I recognize that from the Avengers movie and stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting that they designed this with Doctor Strange. Now, it could be nothing. It could just be an architectural design. But what if there's a bigger meaning behind the IP going to Sony? What if Sony also contracted other IPs that we don't know about, and little by little they're throwing out spoiler alerts, you know, little tidbits and stuff like that. Or maybe Doctor Strange might be part of this story. He might be maybe a DLC type story. He might be in a sequel. You know, maybe he has some other impact and stuff like that. I know there's another image just shortly after this one. I think this one's it right here. Oh, I passed it. Hold on, let me go back. There we go. You see that? That's the Avengers symbol. So obviously that's a big part of it. But we all know the Avengers went to Square Enix. Square Enix has the rights to make the Avengers game, and that's what they're being worked on right now. But I found this interesting that I saw also Doctor Strange and stuff like that. Would you like to see that? Would you like to see a Doctor Strange? I made a tweet, and of course, check out the description box. You'll see the link to the Twitter there, right? I made a tweet. I took a screenshot or saved a picture of an X-Men comic cover, and I tweeted it to PlayStation, Marvel Games, and Sony, and I told them, you know, hey, it's time to stop being around the bush. Get in the boardroom. Let's make this happen. Let's finally get these comic games of pure, true quality that can rival some of the big games that we know and love. You know, like the Red Dead Redemptions, the God of War, the Halos, the Gears of War, you know, the Uncharted. Let's get comic book games up to that level. Because now Marvel has done a fine job of getting the comic book movies, you know, their Marvel Cinematic Universe to the level of being a great movie, you know. Like, I loved Civil War and Winter Soldier. I absolutely love those movies. Not just as comic movies, but as good plot, you know, dramatic movies. They're just good movies with good plots, you know. Can we get the games on that level, you know? And of course, I got to give all due credit to Rocksteady with the way they presented the Dark, you know, Arkham Asylum franchise. Fantastic games, not just fantastic Batman games, but just fantastic games, period. And now this game, Spider-Man, looks like it's going to be just a simply fantastic games. Can we get more of that? And we need to get these games in the right publisher's hand. And I think Sony is doing a phenomenal job. Just earlier, check out the video I just made earlier of them marketing Spider-Man. They completely painted a train to do this, which is fantastic, you know. It's absolutely amazing what's being done with this game. And I'm excited. Check this out, you know. Check the video out. Oh, man, September 7th cannot come fast enough. 22 days. It's amazing. So you guys let me know. What do you think about these little Easter eggs that you saw? The Avengers, you know, Doctor Strange, you know. I personally would love to see a Doctor Strange game. I think it's mystical enough to see a whole bunch of, you know, mystical creatures and enemies that Doctor Strange face. His powers is amazing, so the game will be feature rich. That type of game I would love to see in the hands of Sony Santa Monica Studios do, right? And of course, I'm dying to see an X-Men game. There is so many characters in X-Men. It's absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's almost unlimited. I mean, there's like almost no limit to what you could do with the X-Men. From almost every character, every angle. You can make individual stories of each one, from Colossus to Gambit to Storm to, of course, Wolverine, who everybody thinks about. And then you can merge all the stories into one big, you know, conglomerate of players in X-Men, you know, co-op and RPG style, open world. It's just the stories is so feature rich and unlimited, but this is fantastic. All right, so let me know what you think. What do you think about these little Easter eggs that we see here, and what you think about Spider-Man? Hit me up in the comments section. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And this is your boy PorterRock77, your only friend in these YouTube streets that preaches the truth that needs to be preached. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.